Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We are here for Transfer Talk, as we always do, 10 p.m. every weekday. Before we get started, though, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you're watching on Twitter, come join us on YouTube. Get involved in the comments. We're getting a great community involved, and we'd love you to be a part of that. Let me just sort that out. There we go. That's a bit more symmetrical. I like it in the centre, you know. I like it in the centre. A couple of comments here. Mustafa, can I be mod? We've just done a massive dump of mods. When we get to 600, that's when I expect that the channel will be very much bigger. We'll get some more mods then. Definitely, if you're watching a lot of the stuff, you'll definitely probably get the mod ship, as well as a few others. That's how we're going to do it over here. So about 500-600. Once the channel grows to that stage, we'll do another drop of mods. Wolf saying no, but yeah, we'll do another drop of mods there. Chris saying evening now, but make sure you subscribe. At 500 subscribers, we're going to do a special Q&A with me and a lot of the panel, the old lot, the new lot, and at 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away a mystery shirt of, well, a shirt of your choice. You can either have a mystery shirt, or it can be a club shirt from a team you support, whether that be United, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, whatever you want. That's the shirt you'd get, but that's at 1,000 subscribers. So there's even more incentive for you to come over from Twitter onto YouTube and subscribe if you want to be in with a chance to win a shirt at 1,000 subscribers. New stuff coming along, monitors, computers, all of it's going to come along nicely, bringing you the best content that we can. But back to the reason we are all here today, which is transfer talk. Let's get into. We've got 6 transfers to go through. Alexis Sanchez to West Ham looks like that could be a possibility in the pipeline. Hammers, would you like to see Alexis Sanchez at your club? Spurs are one step away from Ten Hag. Spurs fans, you need to get a manager, and you need one in quickly. Will Ten Hag be your manager? We'll see. Madrid have offered Rafael Varane a new contract. And this is important because obviously United and Chelsea are looking at him. But will he stay at Real Madrid? We will wait and see on that, but we'll see what's been said there. Raheem Sterling has said he doesn't want to leave City. Will Raheem Sterling still be at the Etihad come next season? And from the other side of Manchester, Paul Pogba is going to run down his contract possibly. We'll see if Paul does do that. United are worried, that's for sure. And a little bit of Spanish to spice up your life. Villarreal have made an official bid for Hector Bellerin. Obviously, Bellerin, someone not really needed by Arsenal, but we'll get into all of that. But it's 10 p.m. It's a weekday. You know what that means. Here we go.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight.
Yes, people, welcome back. Welcome back. So, as you heard, what we're going to be talking about, but let's go to some comments quickly. Dylan, I'm going with the comp to win that shirt. Firstly, we need to get about 689 subscribers. So that means sharing the channel with all your mates, get as many people in here as possible, and then we can do that shirt giveaway. I want to do it. You want it to happen. So let's get some people subscribing. Come on. And don't forget, new computer coming soon. So watch along. Zega take a little bit of a revamp, especially Formula One. And plenty of new stuff. Tier lists, team of the weeks, everything. Just going to get a good spruce up. This channel is going places. Get on that train because you don't want to miss out. Do West Ham have a piano? I'm not sure, but they could probably hire one. Any Sancho updates this time? First one without a minute. I'm not doing Sancho. I am bored to my back teeth of talking about Jadon fucking Sancho, to be honest with you. I really, really am. Breaking news, a Carlisle player hasn't joined our local rivals. He's joined Burton, which I'm relieved about. Had enough of ranting, but carry on. I hear that, Chris. I do. Love the new graphics now. Thank you, Dylan. Big up to Talking Transfers. Kenny, I think I sent now Sancho stuff, but he was so tired of talking about Sancho, he skipped it. I did. I absolutely did. You are right. If Bellerin wants to save his football career, leave Arsenal. No, not Villarreal, my eyes. Kenny is a United fan, just in case people hadn't known. You know what that means? Is that a Luke Harper, Brody Lee reference? Not that I know of. I don't watch professional wrestling. Kenny, Villarreal has Champions League football and a fantastic manager. Why wouldn't a footballer want to play for them? Just realised I'm in the new intro. You love to see it. Yes, you are, Reese. You are officially a part of the panel. You definitely are. Come on, lads. I had a COVID PCR test. I'm well nervous. I hate those two words, Jadon Sancho now. So repetitive. They are on everything. I'm not doing it today. Not doing it tonight. Same now. I'm bored of Sancho. Same freaking news every week. I want to hear the same shit. Hi, Noel. Sorry, I've unsubscribed because, okay. Yeah, that's cool. Goodbye. Cheerio. In fact, I'll just help you and block you. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you want to work with, the thing is, I'm trying to move away from this subject, but if you're going to force me to talk about it, then cool. If you want to go on, help someone who stands for racism, is working with a racist and all of that, then that's fine by me. That's not a problem. I, for one, am not a racist. I don't like discrimination and I don't work with them types of people. So if in fact you're going to work with him, I probably don't want you watching my shit, but have a good life and enjoy racism if you're going to go work with him. It's going to happen. It's just going to take about 70 years. Wolf, I'm not saying Villarreal because of PTSD. I hear that. But yeah, static, goodbye and fuck off. That's probably the nicest way I could put that. No. Hey. Goodbye. Yes, goodbye, static. I'm trying to move on from that because, to be honest, I would rather not be associated with that at all. Stephen and his goons can kiss my fist. Come at me, bro. I hear that. I do hear that. But yeah, enjoy whatever you're doing over there. I presume it's doing casual racism. But let's get to the real stuff. Let's get to that real stuff, shall we? West Ham are interested in bringing in Alexis Sanchez back to the Premier League. The Chilean has been told he is free to leave Inter Milan. Now, this is probably a very good move. Don't forget they got Europa League football. They're going to want that bit of European experience. And I think it's a good start. I think if they can do that, that really adds that little bit of depth to their squad. Look at Lingard. Just because they didn't work at United or whatever doesn't mean they're a bad player. Lingard didn't work at United. He had a brilliant time at West Ham. So that one for me, I feel like it could be. Niall, I might join a few StreamYards in the coming days if I get time. I'm busy, entrepreneur. I hear that, Dylan. I do hear that. Won't be a good move unless you're talking about in the dressing room. Croatia to batter England. He's shit. Sanchez is. Look, to be bad towards it. Yeah, but Lingard was the same. He went through his struggles and he was absolutely fine towards the end of it. So, look, don't worry for me. I wouldn't be too worried. Do you think Pogba will actually leave? Not many top clubs have the funds for him. What do you think? I think he runs down his contract, but we'll get to Paul Pogba in just a second. I'm hoping West Ham give us 25-30 million for Lingard. I hear that. Sanchez been decent for Inter Milan. I do hear that as well. Ten Hag. Spurs are apparently one step away from getting Eric Ten Hag. Spurs are in the mud and they need to fix their shit quite quickly. Is Eric Ten Hag that guy? I think he is. I think Ten Hag is a great person with great tactics. He clearly knows what he's doing. Will Spurs get him? That's the thing. I mean, they wanted Conte, didn't get Conte. They wanted Rodgers, didn't get Rodgers. They wanted Southgate, didn't get Southgate. I mean, Tottenham at the moment are not acting like a big club, and that's just facts, isn't it? It's just how it is, really. I think Sanchez will do what James Rodriguez done. You know, Inter still owe us a lot of money from the Lukaku deal. They might have to exchange it. No, it has to be cash. I'm pretty sure it has to be cash. We made a class announcement video for Sanchez. I hear that. Mark Hughes talks to Spurs going to start. I would. The star is pretty much like the sun. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. They're going to sell a player to raise funds for it, though. That's the thing. That's what they'll do. Spurs, I have no idea who that is. The Star. Lol. Yes, the Star. Madrid have offered Rafael Varane a new contract. Real Madrid have made Rafael Varane an official contract renewal offer. Varane hasn't responded to it yet. I don't think he'll respond to it until after the Euros, if I'm being completely honest. I think today was the last day to have any activity in terms of getting a player done in the transfer window. I do not think that it'll happen at all. I think, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think that all of these deals will be dealt with after the Euros now. Sancho, Varane, all of that. I really do think that today was that last day, and to be honest, I don't think anyone did any deals. So Varane, that decision won't be made till after the Euros now. Spurs in talks with Ron, according to Metro. I hear that. Big up now. I hope you have had a good day, mate. I've had a good day. I've had a very good day, Jay. Thank you for asking. Hope you've had a good day as well. Spurs should point. I have no idea, but I feel like you're trying to bait me. Ten Hag would be a good appointment for Tottenham. I think he would as well. I think he really would. Jesse is the manager who made Haaland who he is today. He is so good with working with youngsters. That could benefit Tottenham. That really could benefit Tottenham, obviously. They need something. They need a quality manager that can do it. I was trying to make you say, yeah, nice. Mike in talks to Spurs. I doubt it. Ollie made Haaland who he is today. I hear that. Sterling. Let's talk a bit about Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling has no interest in leaving Manchester City for Spurs and no intention of being used as a make-way in any Harry Kane bid. However, Manchester City would be willing to sell him if his £80 million valuation is met by a club. That is from the Footy Insider 247. Do you think that this could happen? Put in the comments if you think Sterling will still be at the Etihad come next season. I mean, ideally, I think City would like to use him as a make-weight. I think the issue is, if Sterling don't want to go to Tottenham, You can't really force him. That's fundamentally the issue that City are going to have. If no one wants to take him, or Sterling doesn't want to go, you can't really force him, and that's a problem. That is a problem. Kenny, you're so bad at baiting people. You all are. You all are. It's annoying that no signings have been made yet. Now we have to wait until after the Euros. We do, but big Euro stuff coming in. Big stuff coming in for the Euros. Jay saying, I don't think Sterling is leaving. I do hear that. Sterling going to Southampton. Doubt that very much. Sterling will be at the Etihad to carry on missing open goals. I don't think Sterling will go for 80 million. He's not worth that in today's market. Big Velvy in the house. I hear that. I think it's 40 to 50 million more accurate. I mean, it's whatever they want, really, isn't it? Stop going on your burner valve. I'm good at baiting now, to be fair. Came close with Wan. You did. You came very, very close. Who's making these velvet counts? I have no idea. Pogba to run down his contract. A lot of information from Rob Dawson from the ESPN. Manchester United have not given up hope that Paul Pogba will extend his contract. However, there are some fears he could delay any decision beyond the summer in an effort to bring in other bidders to the negotiation table. Also goes on to say Man U will seek talks with Paul Pogba over the fears he will run down his contract from any of the Europe's major clubs this summer. Do you think that Paul Pogba is going to run his contract down? That's the question I've also got for you. Because, I mean, how bad would it be if United lose Pogba twice, 2 times for free? How can you lose Paul Pogba 2 times for free? Paul Pogba. Paul fucking Pogba. And you're going to lose him for free twice. Wow. That's all I've got to say to that. I really all I have to say to that. Wow. Wow. I think it's mad. If United lose Paul Pogba for free, that is absolutely horrific. That is horrific. To lose someone of the caliber of Paul Pogba for free is barbaric. Barbaric at best, right? Someone of that quality, you should never be letting get anywhere near to 1 year left on his deal, because then it puts you into this position. If you let Paul Pogba get to his last year of his contract, he has every right is in every right to totally run down his contract. United have not they've not done the right thing. United have never given Paul Pogba the fighting team that he needs around him. They've never done it. What, McTominay and Fred? Get out of here. That is not a midfield to win anything, right? Yes, they brought in through Greenwood. Yes, they brought in Cavani. Yes, they brought in Bruno. Yes, you got Marcus on the left, right? The centre-back pairing is Maguire and Lindelof. United have never given Paul Pogba the players that he needs around him to be efficient. He cannot play in that double pivot next to a Scott McTominay or Fred, as neither can hold that role down. Neither can, right? You need to bring in a DM at the DM role, because McTominay cannot do it. He's good for a backup, but not as a first team starter, not to win you something, right? And Fred has got, I've got more discipline than Fred. You could put a box of Quality Street in front of me, right? And I'd have more discipline not to munch through the whole box than Fred to sit back. Mad. Absolutely mad. It is crazy. Mr. Potter saying players have all the power these days. It's a disgrace. Should sell it for on fee in the contract they won't renew after talks break down. Then we need to make money. It's disgraceful business. United have to be blamed here. United really do. Pogba needs to be offered a new contract ASAP. He's too good to be good to go on a free. I think they already have, mate. But I think Pogba's also asking for ridiculous money. Pogba doesn't fight, so why should anyone else? Well, it's not about Pogba not fighting. Pogba would do a brilliant job in that midfield at Manchester United if he was given a DM. If he was given a DM that could do the job on his own and be good at it, Pogba fits that role perfectly. On the left side of a double pivot, Pogba does a great job. It's mad. It's mad. No, I should have got rid of Pogba 2 years ago. No, they should have given them the players. Pogba is a talent. Look at him with France. Look at him with France. Brilliant with France. Why? Because he's surrounded by world-class players. At Manchester United, he's surrounded by Fred and bloody McTominay, Lindelof. Like, come on, get out of here. Niall, I thought you were a Roses fan. What? Guns N' Roses? Oh, Roses. Chocolates. To be brutally honest with you, any chocolate, I'll take it. I'm not really picky when it comes to chocolate. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, chocolate with caramel in. I'll take it all. I'll take it all. It's why I'm a bit chubby. I'm a chunky monkey because I like my chocolate. I'd rather have Kenny than Fred in midfield. Pogba is forward. Velshwan, that is the most ridiculous comment I've ever heard you say in your life. Declan Rice would do a DM role well and would allow Pogba to go forward and thrive in at his creative best. Like you said, no, he's not suited to a double midfield role. Yeah, he's certainly not suited to a double pivot. Box to box, maybe. You could get away with Pogba doing box to box at United next to a world-class DM. Like a Declan Rice or an Ndidi or whoever you want to do that. But you need to allow Pogba, that person sort of in that DM role, to provide that cover. Because as you just said, going forward, being creative, picking out them passes that nobody else can pick out. Picking out Greenwood on the right or Sancho, whoever it may be. Picking out Greenwood or Cavani up top. Picking out Rashford, linking up with Bruno. This is where he thrives. Cannot do it in a double pivot role, and now he's been put out on the left because you don't have one. You need to get a DM. Like, you really, really do. I'd rather have Kenny and Gabby as centre mid than Fred. Jenna saying, I think Pogba should leave United this summer. No, I think Pogba will run his contract down. More money for him. If Pogba runs down his contract, when he comes to negotiating a contract with Juventus or Real Madrid next summer, no transfer fee. So that means more wages. It means more money for Mino Raiola. If I'm Pogba, I'm running that contract down. Unless United are willing to offer me the money I want and are going to invest in that squad. If Pogba signs a contract, it means one of three things. Well, one of two things. It means he buys into what they're doing at Old Trafford in terms of investment. So Sancho, a DM and a world-class centre-back, possibly even a bit of cover at right-back. He believes that they're going to do that and they're getting that done, or he's just in it for the money. To which I think a player like Paul Pogba shouldn't just be in it for the money. I think he should go. I think he should want to go further. I think Pogba should want to win trophies. He's a world-class player, world-class player. Comments are mad. Pogba and Martial both get way too disrespect. They're both top quality players. Martial, I disagree with. Martial's got one of the most stinking attitudes I've ever met. He's so lazy on that football pitch. Martial is by far so lazy. It actually is painful sometimes to watch Martial play. The thing is, Martial looks like he doesn't care. He may very well care. He certainly doesn't show it. And look, when a player doesn't show that they care, that's when you've got a problem. At the end of the day, that's when you've got a big problem, when a player just doesn't care or shows that he doesn't care. It's mad. Link is in the chat for anyone to come on and have their say. The last one I'll talk about, Villarreal have made Hector Bellerin a target, and they've actually put in a bid, which I thought is quite mad. Oh, someone disliked the video. Oh dear, my bad. Oh well, I'll get over it. But yeah, in terms of Villarreal, they've submitted an official offer for Hector Bellerin, according to Dimarzio, which I actually think, I think that could suit him. La Liga, Villarreal, Unai Emery. I think it works for all parties. He's certainly not good enough for Arsenal Football Club anymore. And that's it, really. Dylan, it's a shame Martial never fulfilled potential that he could have got. We always knew he had the talent. That's the thing. He has the talent. Dylan, if we were to have commenter a day, you've got commenter a day right there, mate. It's a shame Martial never fulfilled that promise. It really is. He is so talented. Put him on that left side, letting him cut in, running at right backs, using his pace, bullying them. He could do all of that. He's just lazy. That's the thing. Martial is a disgrace. He doesn't run back or defend. Laziest player we've had at United. I hope we ship him off to PSG. He is one of them. Pogba is no more the face of Man U. It's Bruno Fernandes. Why can't it be both? Right? To have someone like Bruno Fernandes, he would love to play with a Paul Pogba. He would love that. If Bruno's having a bad day or isn't on fire, his mate Pogba's going to pick him out of trouble. Vice versa. If Pogba's having a bit of a bad day, Bruno will scoop him out of trouble. Why can't you play both? Why can't they both be the face of Manchester United? Why can't you have 4 or 5 faces? Bruno, Pogba, Greenwood, Rashford. Why can't it be that? Why can't you have both? Why can't you have multiple faces of your club? That's what the best clubs do. Man City, yeah, they have De Bruyne. They also have Fernandinho, Diaz, world-class Ederson, Chelsea, Thiago, Kante. You want multiple faces of your club. You don't want to be reliant on one player. The thing with Martial, he thrives off confidence. Get that his attitude can improve. He is good enough in terms of dribbling and attacking play. I hear that. Hi, Signal Talk Man U. Yeah, I hear that. It was a comment here. Hi, Noel. I saw you on the first XI, and I thought the way you triggered the gal was hilarious. Other than that, keep up the good work. Massively appreciated. If you are new to the channel, though, it would really, really appreciate it if you could drop us a subscribe. The content is definitely out there. Welsh analysts, they can score pens. Is there any decent ones? Thank you for the commenter day award. It's so true. If he upped the work rate and willingness to enjoy football, he could have been one of the best in the league. And I hear that. Can I troll? If you want. Bellerin has better stats than Shaw. That's a bit mad. Facts now, we're Manchester United, not Bruno or Pogba. See, exactly, that is the thing. But we have got Kenny in the back. We've also got Reese in the back. Are we doing, guys?
All right.
Nervous because I've got the. I'm not got them.
Any particular reason that you're bright yellow, Kenny?
Yeah, looks like Kenny is working on Mackie's Wi-Fi again.
Yeah.
I can't sign into the pod as I'm on and off calls with work, but would love to come on this weekend. Yeah, 100%. I mean, we do this show every day, barring Fridays, where we got the England show at 10 p.m. Although that might get moved soon. You never know. But yeah, be brilliant to have you on. Is your house on fire, Kenny? Yeah, is there a reason why you are bright yellow?
Are you going to heaven or something? It's just the bright light shining.
That's a lamp. It's a lamp.
How much have you got it? Christ.
Kenny lives in a tent outside Mackie's using their Wi-Fi. He wishes. But Kenny, what do you want to talk about, mate? What do you want to talk about?
I just want to talk about Pogba, because in the comments you saw I was having a massive Pogba debate with like Wolf and them.
Yeah, there is a fair big. I was trying to get through. I was trying to see some of the comments, but you all sort of having like a massive Pogba debate, which I'm not against. I love seeing the comments absolutely thriving. Jesus Christ, Kenny. Can't wait for this Gabby collab. Oh my, I need to arrange that. Let me pen that in.
Wi-Fi, man.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
I'll go
he's
to
definitely
Reese.
a McDonald's.
I'll go to Reese and then we'll see if Kenny's working in a bit.
No worries.
But what do you want to talk about, Reese?
I'm not really fussed because there's nothing on us, is there? So
no. So you got Sanchez.
What do you want us to say? What do you fancy talking about?
I mean, let's talk about Spurs, shall we? Let's have a little let's have a little gander about them. So Conte was the guy that they were wanting. Now it looks like they're one step away from getting Eric Ten Hag, if you want to believe that. Do you think Spurs will get Ten Hag?
I'm not too sure. I haven't seen it. It's only since you've said about it. Obviously, I knew that they were linked with him before he signed the new deal, and it seemed that was all wrapped up, and he would just be staying at Ajax.
Yeah,
but
Kenny does that work for me. Kenny basically.
It's a bit of a weird one because it kind of depends how much he thinks that he can get as a project at Spurs, or whether he feels that staying at Ajax maybe for another year and waiting for a better job to open up. Because I'm sure that in the next year there's going to be a lot of teams sort of gaining a bit more money back when fans come into the stadiums. I'm sure there'll be Premier League teams, like, depending on how Arsenal and United do, I'm sure they'll be scrutinised a lot, both Ole and Arteta. Obviously, we don't know how Spurs are going to do this year, but I'll probably say us, City and Chelsea are the only guaranteed, bigger clubs, along with probably Leicester, that the managers seem safe at the moment. And I would say kind of the other clubs around us are the ones that would sort of warrant maybe needing a new boss within the next year. So it'd be interesting for him, depending on if he feels that the Premier League is obviously right for him at this point. I think obviously we know that Levy's such an awkward one to deal with. So if he feels that he can get the better of him, and I mean, he's probably the perfect manager in terms of not needing to spend money, and in terms of bringing youth through, because obviously I think he was the manager that brought through De Jong and De Ligt to the Ajax side. So obviously we've seen that Spurs in the last sort of decade have really promoted youth players. That's been kind of their mythology. Obviously we've seen Harry Kane, we've seen Dele Alli didn't quite come through the youth ranks, but as a young player, we've seen, I don't know, can't even remember at this point. But I mean, I guess Danny Rose before that. But obviously they've got young guys at the moment, like what's his name, Ollie Skip, who's had a really good season at Norwich, and I think the Spurs fans are really intrigued to see him next season, and whether he'll play more alongside Højbjerg, who's obviously their best midfielder, or whether they'll kind of interchange and give him extra minutes. And obviously they've got what's his name? I think he's a centre back, isn't he? The Welsh guy. Obviously he's not quite as young, but
Joe Roden.
Yeah, but obviously he looked decent in a few of the games that he played last season, and I'm sure Tanganga will want more minutes than last year, because I think he played more minutes in the season before last than last year. So I think if you're looking for a manager that's going to bring youth through and kind of not require as much money as other managers, then he's probably a good bet. And obviously a club like Ajax don't particularly have as much willpower or as much sort of sticking power for him, as opposed to if he was at another top European club, because obviously Ajax are in the Eredivisie. Coming to the Premier League, you're guaranteed more money, more revenue, probably better players in terms of overall squad, and just he's going to be
even more better reputation as well.
Exactly. Ajax are obviously, everyone knows Ajax are a massive club, but in terms of pulling players in, top players, if you can get Spurs back into the Champions League, then straight away you're going to be an interesting proposition to players. And at this moment, that's what Spurs need, because they are quite frankly, in the mud as it stands. So I think Ten Hag will be a really, really good appointment for them.
They truly are. How much will Ten Hag cost? I don't know that figure, but he signed a new deal, I think, to help.
I'm sure they would have put that into his contract.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a compensation package. What the fuck happened to Kenny? Not 100% sure. Chris saying you can.
I think Kenny's using a toaster.
You can have many guesses who will be the Spurs manager. I don't have clues. Going to be a Spurs manager. Kenny in the mud with his Wi-Fi. That I do agree.
It just kind of depends, I think, how Daniel Levy is going to choose to be. If he's going to stick to his guns and just choose to be an arsehole about it and just sort of say, no, I'm the boss. Or if he decides to kind of put himself down to a manager and sort of say, yeah, all right, I'm just going to have to kind of let you take the reins a bit and step away from it a little bit more.
It's happened again.
Let you do
what is going on? Why can't I see?
Kenny, you may not be able to see or hear us, but we can certainly hear you. That's for sure.
Yes.
Kenny just assaulted his computer. Kenny is a Pogba fan. Daniel James.
No.
Ajax Academy is very good. This is very true.
Yeah.
Academy is brilliant. Conte is waiting for a Premier League job, which isn't Spurs.
Don't blame him.
But I don't think he gets a United job. Not because I don't think he's a good enough manager.
Yeah,
just unsit
because of the owners. I don't think he would go to United. I think with Conte, I think you need to have the perfect ownership, which is why he worked at Chelsea. And obviously, the only reason he went out of Chelsea is because he lost the dressing room. It wasn't anything to do with the owner. And so I think he needs a club that's ambitious, the same way as Chelsea, City, probably Real to an extent. You know, they're clubs that are going to give you money. So that's probably why he's quite an awkward manager to work with. But if you can get him at your club with some money, he's going to do bits.
Yeah, Aaron, I have seen your private message. We won't talk about that. We'll talk about that tomorrow afternoon. Cass, quite an interesting one to talk about, though. Although I do fear that he's probably going to need something in the north of 3 billion to go by that club. No, it's not United before you get your hopes up. But I was about to call you Dan then. Aaron, whilst Kenny sorts out his life and asks Mackie to sort out their Wi-Fi, what do you want to talk about? You can talk about Sterling not wanting to leave City, Varane, new contract from Real Madrid. We'll leave Kenny to deal with Pogba. Or you can talk about Villarreal putting in a bid for Hector Bellerin.
Very interesting. And I also saw on the title, on the stream, Ten Hag one step away.
Yeah, we've just discussed that one with Reese. Reese has just done that one.
All right. I'm sorry, I wasn't tuned into that. What's going on with that one?
Basically, Tottenham are apparently one step away from getting Erik Ten Hag as manager.
I believe that when I see it. I think, look, for Villarreal, for Bellerin, if Bellerin wants to go, get the fuck out of Arsenal for your own career and for your health and safety. You know what Arsenal fans are like. They will absolutely annihilate him if he stays another year. I hear that.
He's done fuck all at Arsenal to even deserve mercy.
Well, exactly. So I think he needs to get out of Arsenal to save his life, let alone his career. And I think that, Unai Emery plays a nice sort of build-up, part of the bus style football that I think Bellerin can just do what he's done at Arsenal for 10 years, and that's just sit back and steal a wage check. So it's like he never left in a way. So I think it's a decent move.
I hear that. I do hear that. Kenny, talk to me about Pogba before your Wi-Fi goes down again. You mentioned how you were having a sort of Pogba debate in the chat, which I enjoyed watching. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, what's your thoughts on Pogba?
This disrespect given to Pog. No, I'm joking. No, seriously though, this disrespect given to Pogba. It's so annoying, man, because the thing is with Pogba, he's so vital to this team. You saw when we had him, where you know that period in the season where we started getting like one goal wins in, it's like Fulham, Burnley, and them lot.
Yeah.
Guess who was scoring the winner in all those games? Pogba. And it's not just these period games, because we fell from first to third because of his injury. And when he came back, he won the Milan game. Funny thing is, since those Raiola comments were made, he's actually been really, really good for us. Certainly not player of the year because of the start of the season, but he has been really, really good for us. And not our best player, certainly not. Bruno's been better. Bruno is better, but Pogba is still vital to the team. And someone just said, "I'm Pogba FC, not Man United." No, I just acknowledge class. I just acknowledge a good player. I just acknowledge a good player, man. He's a class player. I don't want to let him go.
You're right. He is a class player, and I think if you put the right people around Pogba, you see the best out of Pogba. Right? It's a bit like if instead of Trent, Liverpool had Neco Williams, and instead of Van Dijk, they had Nat Phillips, right? As let's say the main stars. I bet you money Salah turns like horseshit. Or if it's not necessarily that, and you take out Robertson and bring in Neco and bring in Tsimikas, I bet you Mane, even though he's been dog shit this season, turns into dog shit. So it's this myth of Pogba needs all of these world-class players around him. Well, fucking duh. What do you think Mbappe does without Neymar, or Mbappe does without Verratti? Right? You need world-class players, especially in the midfield. You think De Bruyne could do all the stuff if he had Fred behind him and not Fernandinho? You are right in terms of Pogba needing that quality around him to get the best out of him. That's the same with any top team in the world. So I don't agree at all with the thought process of Pogba just needs quality around him. Well, of course he needs quality around him. You need quality to win titles. I bet you if Liverpool don't get Van Dijk and Alisson, they don't win that Premier League title, do they? What if you replace that with Mignolet and I don't know, fucking Lovren? Do you think Liverpool go on to win that title? I don't see it. So that whole myth of Pogba needs class, Pogba needs quality players around him, bullshit. But if I'm Pogba, I run down my contract. I do. Yeah. I either make Man United sweat that much so they give me as much money as humanly possible, or I leave to go to another club that's going to give me lots of money and that's going to help me challenge. I go to a Juventus or a PSG or a Real Madrid that, even though they're in the rebuild, their rebuilds take about 2 years. You're what, 10 years into your rebuild now? When did Fergie leave? 2013. Okay, you're about 8-9 years into your rebuild. You still haven't won a Premier League title?
8.5.
Let's not get into semantics. Sterling doesn't want to leave as he wants to stay and find more glory of City, but with Pogba, he's running it down because he knows it's vital in the midfield to United, and he is class. He is class, but he probably wants more money. Salah, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Alisson are all the players that made the difference to the Liverpool team. Of course they did. Because what have they all got in common? They're all world class. Salah, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Alisson, they're all elite players in their position. Salah one of her best on the right. Van Dijk one of her best centre backs in the world. Fabinho, one of her best DMs in the world. Alisson, one of the best keepers in the world. They all have a thing in common. They're elite players. Sometimes Pogba can be allergic to grass. When he plays, he is fucking class. Yet most of the time, he's too valuable to let go. He is far too valuable. Alisson and Van Dijk changed Liverpool and got them challenging. They did. Fabinho is well class. But Reese, what do you make of Pogba? What do you think he should do? Do you think he should run down his contract? Do you think United can invest into their squad enough for Paul Pogba to be able to win anything at United? Or anything with meaning? I mean, the last time I checked, Pogba didn't wake up to win a Carabao Cup.
Yeah. Well, I think it all depends on United's business, what they do this summer. We all see how well he plays for France, and that's because he has N'Golo Kante next to him, because he covers so much ground. He does all the defensive work for him. Obviously, in the national team, he probably is a bit more defensive because Pogba is next to him. Whereas, obviously, we've seen him at Leicester and Chelsea. He kind of has more kind of box-to-box sort of players to allow him to kind of do his roaming. Because obviously, he's a ball-winning midfielder at the end of the day. He kind of has free roam of the pitch himself. But because Pogba is so attacking and does that free roam instead, Kante, obviously, for the national team, has to kind of stay put a little bit more. And that just allows Pogba to kind of do what he wants. And in United, he can't do that. So that's why he's been tried probably in the 10 before Bruno came in. Yeah, he didn't really do enough there because naturally he's not a 10. He's not going to break past the lines. You know, he's not going to make runs in behind like that. He's not naturally a 10, although he does have some good attributes. He's more of a kind of deeper player to run with the ball. And that's why he works so well in a 2 for France. And the issue that United have had is that they haven't had that 6 next to him to really take the shackles off of him. And I just think overall it's been a complete mix of United not giving him the players he needs to work well with and him not really putting his all into it. So I do feel that if United were to bring in a world-class DM, somebody like a Rice, who is, although he's different to Kante, he does the running, he tracks back, he does go forward a little bit. Obviously for West Ham, he has a bit more of a free run because he's one of their better players. But at United, somebody like a Declan Rice, although he would cost a lot of money, you get the best out of 2 players there, and probably a lot of players, in fact. You know, you don't just bring that person in to make that position better. Because as we've seen with us, we brought in Van Dijk, he made the whole defence better. We brought in Alisson, he made the whole team better. Because you don't have to worry about those leaks at the back. And once you stop conceding goals, you can really focus on going forward and winning matches as opposed to just hoping that you score more than the opponent. And I think that United really need to look at our model and what we did in terms of key areas, because they weren't too far different to United. In terms of, we needed a centre-back, we needed a DM, we needed a keeper. They don't really need that. We needed a left-back. They needed a right-winger. You know, we brought in those key positions and we've seen what they've done to us. And we were slowly able to transition from that more counter-attacking, high-energy side from 16, 17, 17, 18, when Klopp was first introduced into the Liverpool team, until, 18, 19, 19, 20, 2021, despite the season, the injuries, we've become a lot more possession dominating side. And that's what United need to do, because you can't win the league playing counter-attack. You can't win the Champions League playing counter-attack. So United really need to look at their key areas. Ollie seems to be doing that. He seems to obviously want Varane. He wants Sancho. And I think the DM is probably the most important of the bunch, in my opinion.
He seems to want Rice. He seems to want Declan Rice for that. Yeah,
exactly. So I think Declan Rice is a no-brainer, unless they can find somebody else completely out of nowhere. We don't know. But yeah, I think going back to Pogba, if United bring in the DM, then he should at least stay for another year. And then if they don't, then I think it's probably worth him leaving, because he's in the prime years of his career, and he really needs to, find the team that's right for him, that really suits him, to get the best out of him.
Kenny, you can shut your mouth. You are not a cow chewing on grass. You are, believe it or not, the viewers don't want to watch you chewing your gum. Or I will literally just do this. Sorted. Kenny's saying no. Well, keep your mouth shut when you're chewing the gum. No one wants to see that. He's apparently VAR in it. I can see him in the back. It's absolutely quite amusing. Who do you think would be cheaper Basuma or Rice. I think Basuma would, but he's
Oh,
not the right
Basuma
player.
100%.
But he's
I
not a
don't think
DM, is
Basuma
he?
would be more than 45 million.
Yeah, but Basuma's more box to box. He's not a DM.
Yeah.
He's similar to Pogba. He's very similar to Pogba. Kenny, Bruno's, but I actually disagree. I think Pogba's better than Bruno. Van Dijk to Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, I would agree.
This is true. This is true. Max basically telling Kenny to keep his mouth shut, which he can do. Liverpool were able to use the funds from selling Coutinho to sign some top players. This is true. JB Defo made Liverpool solid at back. VVD so calm at the back, pulling the strings. Anyone got a fight extinguisher show on above Max's fire? Holy shit. Owen saying football's coming home. I agree with you. I agree with you completely. If you are new though, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you do. We've got a special stream at 500. We're going to do a Q&A, some of the old panel with some of the new panel together, and then at 1,000 subscribers, a shirt giveaway of a club of your choice or a mystery shirt, however you want to do it. That will be that's at 1,000. So if you want to be a part of that, hit that subscribe button. We are on 20 likes? We are on 19 likes. So let's get that to 20. One away. So let's do that right now. So make sure you subscribe and like that video because we're one away from 20. Make sure you do that. Handball given. Kenny gets penalty. Kenny doesn't get a penalty. Any football fan is deluded if they can't see Pogba's talent. I hear that. JB, are United still getting Sancho? Klopp already won 2 big trophies for Liverpool. Prem Champions League. He's done pretty well. VAR review. Kenny red card, penalty to Plymouth Argyle. Now saw that. Now come in to take the penalty. I am. Kenny, you can get added back in once you've learned to chew with your mouth shut. If you've learned to possess that ability, I'll let you back in. I hope so. Oh, Ravi's saying I hope so. Apparently we're on 20. We're on 21. See, there you go, guys. You did it. You managed to do it. Now, let's try and get to 315 subscribers before the end of the night. That would be mega. That's your next target. We've got another stream later on tonight. Well, in about 33 minutes, late night. Let's talk. Me, Matt, and the link goes in the chat. Reese, I'm sure, will be there. Got our predictions, got our Euro tournament predictions, all of that. Talking about Foden's dodgy haircut as well, to which I'll read you the tweets I've been getting. They've been wonderful tweets. I've thoroughly enjoyed them. Kenny has actually learned to keep his mouth shut. So, Niall parenting Kenny. I thought I'd help him, Clearly, man needs help. I'm a very, very honest Velvy fan. VVD didn't improve us. Jesus. Phil Foden has got the Gaza look now. Yep, we will know. I hear you boys don't want to pay the asking price. For who? Asking price for who? Kenny is now Niall's bitch. Nah, nope. Kenny's doing. Nope. Kenny does a lot of work on the Twitter account. Matt's doing a lot of work on the TikTok. So make sure you've checked out both of them. But Aaron, talk to me about Raheem Sterling. Do you think he'll leave Manchester City?
Only if Grealish is going there. And to be perfectly honest, I don't think Grealish is going to leave Aston Villa this season. So if you want me to be brutally honest, I think he'll stay. But if you want me, my opinions, I want him to leave for City to get better because I think that Sterling takes too many touches. I don't think he's been as good as recent seasons and he gets overhyped. So I feel like a better player than Sterling would make City just that level above. But I don't think he's going to leave. I think Sterling should maybe go to Europe or something. Maybe go play his trade in the Bundesliga or something slow like the Serie A.
I hear that. Looks like Phil Foden aged quite faster since the Icelandic Girls incident. Yeah, I mean, if Mason Greenwood was to dye his hair blonde for the Euros, I can only imagine the shitstorm the media would have had with that one. Now, I don't want to assume it's because he's of colour, but I mean, really? I mean, it's not that difficult to see it. Really not that difficult. Why did Southgate pick White over Prowse? That question, I'd love that question. I mean, a lot is to do with that. I would love to know that, though. I'd love to know that. How old is Kenny? 17. Ravi is talking about Sancho now. Oh, you'll get Sancho. You'll pay the asking price. I think it's the add-ons that are the issue. So I think Dortmund have said 80 million plus 20 million add-ons. You know, like, we're not giving you 100 million for Sancho. Like, we're just not. So I think there's a negotiation on the add-ons. Maybe 75 plus 15 mil. I don't know. It certainly won't be that. I doubt very strongly that Grealish will leave. Grealish deserves to play at a higher club. Should win a Prem. Imagine if Sancho and Grealish both came to United. United would score goals for fun. That is definitely not happening. Grealish, Sancho, yes. Grealish, no chance. Grealish is going to United. That is wrong.
I mean, it's a very honest Vale fan.
Grealish has no reason to leave. Villa are so shit rich, and they're building a proper project. You're saying that he needs to leave to go to a bigger club. What if he wants to take his boyhood club to be the bigger club? We've seen what Leicester have done. We've seen that Aston Villa can compete. It's just the fact that they lost him to injury, which is why they struggled. They're bringing in players to improve. I think they've got like a 250 million budget, I think, this summer. So if they improve probably the centre-back area, they need somebody other than Tyrone Mings. He's okay for a backup for Villa. Realistically, they probably need another winger, I'd say. And then where do they really need to go mental into like they've got a really solid squad, and I think Europe is going to be a good position for them the next season.
I do hear that. I do. No, you should dye your hair blonde too. No, not a chance. Would that be happening? Sanchez will be like Arsenal self under Moyes. He would. People look too deep into all of this stuff. They really do. They really, really do. I think
Sanchez suits West Ham.
I think he would. He's got a bit of pace on him, hasn't he? Bit of pace, running
behind. I don't
think
he is quick anymore. I think he's completely lost those attributes. He doesn't seem. He doesn't have that burst, that energy about him that he used to.
You could even put him in the number 10 role because he'll still be able to create. Put him in the 10 role, Lingard on the left of him, whoever on the right, and Antonio up top. I think that would do West Ham the world of good. I think he would do a good job.
I just see that being a stupid use of their money because wage-wise, he's going to be still mental. Even if he takes a pay, cut, he's still going to be on stupid wages for West Ham's level.
Val saying he is bored. Grealish is happy at Villa. We should leave him alone. Grealish is staying. Donny, you are a Scunthorpe fan. I think you are. I think he is. Actually, I think Aaron might be a Sheffield Wednesday fan.
He might be, actually. I heard he was.
His heart, it was set on City, and when that didn't happen, he kind of gave up. Now, if Grealish stays, will it be another Kane story in terms of not winning anything? Yeah, it definitely would. If Grealish ends his career without a Premier League trophy, he'll go down with the rest that haven't won a trophy and been ridiculously good. A lack of mentality. It really would. It'd be a lack of mentality.
I think it's different though for a team like Villa and a team like Spurs.
I hear that, but if he's at the age of 30 and he still ain't won anything, and City come in for him, you've done all this good work for Villa. Now I want to go to the trophy. I think
it still means more for him playing for. I think he would rather not win anything for Villa than go and win multiple trophies at a United or a City.
I'm not saying multiple trophies. I'm saying if by the time he's 30, 31 and City's come in for a bid, he spent his entire career at Villa, has done amazing things at him. Now it's time to go. I do hear that. I do hear that. Last couple of comments before we wrap up. Lanzi went from being class at Gunners to shit at United, then got sold to Inter. Haven't a fucking word about him since. Hopefully he can suit West Ham. Villa's squad isn't that good. They need to get a lot of players in. Well, Buendia definitely does it. I'll happily come on for Let's Talk Argyle now, mate. I'm well happy to come on in July. Yes, Liam is going to be coming on the Argyle show. So
you don't need me anymore. You don't need me anymore.
Well, I'm trying to get some more Argyle fans. Aaron's already coming on most transfer streams and all that, but it does make sense for the Argyle show to have a bunch of Argyle fans on it. It would that would make a lot more sense. But I'll still see you on Mondays. Everyone's up here, absolutely. Matt Letizia was baller back in the day, but he just stayed at Southampton, therefore didn't win trophies. Was a great player, though. Was best in their bad team. I do hear that, but look, we are going to wrap it up there because I've got late night Let's Talk in about 25 minutes, and I'd quite like to prep for that. So I've done most of it. So make sure you do that. Make sure you check out Liam's channel as well on YouTube. But most importantly, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. As I said, 500 subs and a special Q&A with the panel, and then obviously all the other stuff, blah blah blah. A shirt giveaway at 1,000, so make sure you subscribe if you want a chance to win a Premier League shirt or a shirt of whoever you want. Twitter, check out our socials. Twitter, Let's Talk EPL. Instagram, Let's Talk EPL _ and TikTok, Let's Talk Premier League. Play that intro. Play that intro. I will be, or that outro. I will be, Liam. I will be. Don't you worry about that, buddy. But Reese, where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, over on Twitter, LFC_Reese. On TikTok, Reese_JB. And over here on YouTube, RJBTV.
Perfect. Kenny, where can they find you?
Find me at Pogba's Class, Alice Villarreal and TV on YouTube. You can also find Aaron at Sheffield Wednesday. Amazing, Aaron.
Aaron, where can they find you, bro?
You can find me on Twitter at Aaron_Challoner. You can also find me on TikTok at Aaron Challoner. We're nearly 100 followers, which is not good, but it'd be nice to grow that hopefully in the future. I did do a singing cover on there a cappella, so if you want to check that out, then please do. Instagram at Aaron Challoner Official. We're on the road to 2,000 followers, which is unbelievable. Hopefully, fingers crossed, try and get verified on there. And of course, Forever Football DRFC on YouTube for the latest Doncaster Rovers news and content. You can also find me on other shows like The Football Terrace, where you can see me as the B Tech Donny James.
I hear that. Professor saying Euro 96 was 25 years ago today. I feel old. You just reminded me I'm going to be 26 this year. Thank you. Big up Niall and the crew. Main man Chris is texting a girl. And then Chris goes, okay, Gav, do you want a medal? Love it. Love to see it. I'll be back in 22 minutes with Late Night Let's Talk. Me and Matt, I'm sure will be there. A few others. If you want to, that's a good thing. If you want to join in, you can. If you want to join in your predictions for the Euros, do the UEFA Euro predictor thing. Send me the picture of the chart, and I'll put it up. And we'll talk them through them. So that'll be a good one.
Hopefully I'll be there for the show tonight. I'm not sure if I'll be on or not, because obviously it's late at night and stuff like that. I'm still recovering from that fucking lamb shank, but
that is the idea of Late Night Let's Talk. It is normally late at night. But Liam,
I might be there.
Perfect. If you do want to send me your chart, I'll put it up as well. Liam says 22 minutes. He says it will be 22 minutes. 21 now. Because I've got nothing to do, so I'll be there. But until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a bit, guys.